Alrighty, welcome to the Get Active podcast. Today we're here with Troy Lowry. Troy's from Aerolax Australia. Welcome, mate.
G'day, how are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Now, Aerolax Australia, what is it? What do you do? Tell us a little bit about it.
Mate, well, we originally started off 3 years ago now, just with compression recovery systems. I suppose I've been in the sporting industry for a long time now, and there was other brands or other compression recovery systems on the market, and they were really out of the ballpark of prices for the general public.
Yep.
So got on board, and we've now got a product now which is affordable. It's on your Christmas list instead of your bucket list, so to speak.
Yep.
And pretty much does triple the features of any other system on the market at a third of the price. So and we've been going great since.
Yeah, mate. So three years ago, I reckon we bought our Aerolax leg cuffs.
Yep.
Used quite a fair bit in our house. Again, quality product, still going strong. What did you guys do to research and I guess choose those Aerolax?
Yeah, mate. Like I said, there are other good quality systems on the market, but the price was the big issue I found. And also the issue with some of the other ones on the market was they only went to about 100 to 110 mercury milligrams of pressure, which is great scientifically for a lymphatic flush. But most of my athletes wanted something that got in and gave a bit of a fascia release, something nice and deep, something you could tailor make more to your body. So we've got two systems now. One's called the Original. That was brought out more as just a general massage, therapeutic lymphatic flush plus some fascia release, which is a great system. Still selling plenty of it, but now we've just brought out the Plus in June, and it's going great guns now. So it's got a few optional extras. So there's 11 individual features on that one now, which means you can pinpoint any part of your leg or arm, limb or hip or core area, which just makes it more tailor-made for athletes. So if an athlete's got a tight calf, they can just work on their calf, glutes, hemis, knees, ankles, feet, whatever. So we've got a product now that offers 3 modes, 11 individual features, plus some other bells and whistles, all at an affordable price under $2,000, where the rest on the market started about 2.5 up to 3, 4, 5 grand. So it's been great. The athletes have loved it, especially our elite guys.
Yeah. So you talk about athletes. You initially got it for yourself for triathlon.
Yep.
What other athletes are using it? Let us know.
Mate, we've got an array of athletes, from our grassroots triathletes to runners to BMX riders, cricket players, tennis players, squash, CrossFit, right up to our NRL team. So, we've got the Raiders use it, Broncos, we've got players from Essendon, Carlton. We've just picked up a lot of the Carlton girls are coming on board now at the moment, which is great. They're doing well. That's my team. Yep. Katie Lyons, their captain's using the product. We've got lots of ambassadors as well. So Gareth Widdop, Corbin Sims, Nick Phipps. We've got Taniela Tupu up at the Reds. So a multitude of teams. Surf Australia on board. World Surf League are using it as well now. The list just goes on. Sometimes I've actually got to have a look on my webpage to see who actually my ambassadors and proud users are. We've just got so many on board now that are loving the product, so it's great.
Awesome. So lots of people on board. Tell us how do you use them? What do you do?
Yeah, well, the prime thing for recovery is having that lymphatic drainage. So in a nutshell, your body has a lymphatic system that relies on muscle movement to drain it, to get those toxins, so your lactic acid and any waste out of your body out. By using a dynamic compression recovery system, it just enhances that feature to drain that lymphatic system. So you whack the cuffs on, massage your legs, drain that lymphatic system, so the next morning or in the afternoon or night when you train again, you feel a lot lighter because all those heavy toxins in your legs have been flushed out. It's pretty simple to use, and then also you've got your point mode. So if you've got some tight areas, you need some fascia release, choose that area and away you go. Yeah.
What about say I'm tight going into my training? Be beneficial putting on before?
100%, yeah, 100%, Joel. I think originally a lot of people thought it was just a recovery tool, but post event is great, but even intra and pre. So we've got, I won't mention the team, but we've got an A-League team that's got a couple of soccer players, a bit older soccer players, they've got some hamstring injuries. They were getting them on a cycle at half time, but now they've got them in the Aerolax at half time to keep that blood flow going, to keep the body flushed a little bit, and also they're not using any energy while they're doing it. So that 1 or 2% energy expanded maybe at half time for 10-15 minutes on a push bike, a stationary bike. they're saving that by using the cuff. So yeah, that is being used intra, and these guys are having no hamstring problems now. Touch wood. We've got a lot of mountain bikers doing endurance events that are quickly getting in for little 15-minute breaks in between their races, and then so a lot of my AFL players now, we're trying to educate those guys and our NRL guys to actually get in them before their warm-up, because what it does, it gives you a nice gentle massage, gets that venous flow all in proportion, a little bit of stimulation on the muscles so they're activated, and they're finding that they're getting some good success with their warm-ups and that with it as well. So yeah.
So not just for athletes, obviously for the general public as well. Would it help old Doris, who's sore from her bowls or aqua aerobics?
Yeah, definitely. We've got, mate, I've got truck drivers they've got their system in the back of their cabs that are using them. I've got, one example was a lady that worked with Coles. She had a knee reconstruction. She was having sort of every second day off work because of swelling in her knee. Saw her grandson with a set, tried his set, loved it. She's bought a set. From there, this was about a year and a half ago, Coles actually then rang me directly to see if we could set them up with some for their workers' comp people. So I've got a few people using that through Coles because, instead of paying workers' comp every second day off, this lady wasn't having every second day off because she was getting the swelling reduced through using the cuff. So, yeah, lots of just general public using it, mate. There's one example of a little success story with it. So, yeah.
Now, you guys are out in the public a fair bit. You go to different events, different sporting events, different expos.
Yep.
What's that all about? Exposure, getting in with different crowds?
Yeah, a bit of both, mate. It's about exposure. It's also about people noticing the product. A lot of people know a couple of the other products on the market. Not a sales pitch, but as soon as they try ours, the first word is normally, wow, I can't believe the pressure, because we do go to 170 mercury milligrams of pressure, which is safe, where the others on the market only go to that 110, and which is great, but it just doesn't allow for that fascia release to get in and give you a nice, good, tight massage. So expos are very beneficial. You don't go there to sell a premium product on the day. It's not a $100 pair of shoes, but the sales then come, weeks later, and I'll encourage people to go and investigate or go and do their research on other systems so they make sure they've got the right one.
The expos are, where it's at. I remember with Ironman, you used to always have 400 different expos, and you'd go around and everybody would be trying different things. As you said, you go home, you do your research, and then do your purchase. But with the old Air Relax, it is a different feel. I've also used some different models and different brands. But yeah, it comes up real good. We're also seeing them now in different recovery centres like cryo places and different things. People are thinking about total health rather than just I need a massage or I need this. It's the overall picture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I think recovery in Australia, recovery is becoming a really key issue now, because a lot of athletes, they've got their coaches, they've got their sports program, but what is their recovery day? On their program, a lot of times it just says recovery day. So a lot of athletes now, and even at grassroots level, are really investing in going to cryotherapy centres that they've got our compression recovery, hydro massaging, everything from to infrared saunas. The mobility program now is a big one. There's a mobility stick program people can do now, so that's really big, doing that mobility. And also we're living a lot longer too, so the elderly population is sort of where it's at too at the moment, running different mobility and recovery programs. So it's massive at the moment, that recovery rehab industry, and it's really growing, and it's only going to grow more, I think, with more research and science that comes out behind it.
Yeah. Now what about gyms? I know there's a few gyms, especially locally, that have them. I know when we had our gym, a lot of our members got to use our Air Relax. Is it something that I guess is growing, or? Yeah,
definitely, Joel. Definitely growing. The gym space is a hard space. A lot of athletes that use the gym specifically just for bodybuilding purposes or looking good. It's really hard to educate them on recovery. I think they'd rather spend $1,000 on Red Bull or a stimulant, that makes them feel great. But they're slowly coming around. Look, our big market is CrossFit. A lot of CrossFit centres now are putting in their own little infrared saunas and ice bars and compression recovery. So that's probably our key market as far as gyms go. But they're slowly coming around to putting it in as an extra feature or an add-on for their clientele.
So you guys bought in the new Aerolax Plus. Is that what it's called? Yeah. So some different features, a little bit more, I guess, targeted towards the athletes.
Yeah, it is. So what we did with the Aerolax Plus is the original, for instance, doesn't have what we call an internal calibration. So you can have a variance in the pressure on your leg pressure, which isn't a great deal. We've still got, we're still selling just as many of them, but probably more for people like with lymphedema and other medical conditions that really need a specific pressure. So if they definitely need 110 or 60 or 140 or 170, you can, once you dial it in, it doesn't matter what size leg you've got, it will calibrate and it will make sure that you've got that exact pressure. So it's really good for people with conditions like that. We've also got a battery option with it now with the Plus. So if you want to take it remote, you can have the battery pack with it, so it's rechargeable. You can also take it on a plane because the battery pack isn't actually built in it. That's something we did specifically so people could take it on a plane without having to book it in as special dangerous explosive. So it's going really great guns, and we've added a couple extra features. So now we've got 15 and 30 minute timers plus 11 individual different target modes instead of the 6 that are on the original system.
Yeah, right. So lots of different benefits. Not a great deal of change in the price range as well, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, we kept it. We really worked hard to keep it under that $2,000 mark, so it was realistic for the grassroots athletes to have it just as well as our athletes, mate. And it hasn't looked back. Look, we've had heaps of athletes now contact us, and we've helped them sell their old ones because they want to get the new one. You know what I mean? So we've done that successfully, and the athletes are happy.
Now you guys do some other little bits and pieces here. The Aerolax gun, another favourite in our house.
Heard it's caused a few fights.
4 different attachments. The young fella, he's almost 3 and loves it. Pretty easy looking thing to use. 20 different speeds.
Yep.
Tell us about the guns and why you got into the guns.
Well, look, mate. That's our guns. Nice, hardy, reliable product. Look, we were looking at other aspects of recovery. Something like this is something nice and quick athletes can use in between. They can get in, do pressure point releases, and it's a little bit more affordable as well. So we worked really hard on what we wanted affordability, we wanted durability, and we wanted something that could complement the Aerolax system if people had it. So pretty much everyone that's got our Aerolax has pretty much ordered one of these. Once again, the Raiders have all bought it for their elite squad. Titans have come on board and bought it for their elite squad. We haven't looked back. We've got the black one. We've got our carbon edition will be coming out soon as well. So we've worked really hard to get a good quality product that's affordable and that's going to work in the market. We were a bit apprehensive, I'll be honest, because there's thousands of these guns on the market. But we went with it, and I think we haven't looked back. We've done over 300 guns now in 2 months, and customers are happy. Yeah,
mate, we love ours. Before, after, during.
Yep.
It's always there. We took it to our latest powerlifting competition. Not only I used it, athletes used it. It's awesome product. Now, tell us a little bit about what else you got going on here. There's a few other little bits and pieces that you guys are doing now. Yeah,
mate. Well, like I said, originally we started off just with the Aerolax. We've built up a really good clientele base, like I said, from grassroots to the elite to physios and whatnot. And we started bringing in some other recovery products that complement. So we work very closely with a company called Infinite Australia, which is a nutrition company. They have got the Australian rights now to Noon, which is a Hydrolyte product. So we're distributing that as well. So we've just brought on the Wallabies, the Reds, Adelaide Crows have just come on board with the Noon. It's just a simple tablet that you drop into your water bottle. So we sell this at a wholesale rate. It works out about 71 cents a drink. It saves that wastage of making up a great big barrel of drink. You can have 3 or 4 different flavours on your table for your athletes. They pick a tablet, it goes in their bottle, and off they go, and you haven't got any wastage afterwards. So for triathlon and ultra running is really good too. So you can be out, grab your bottle of water, whack your tablet in, and you've got cold electrolyte ready to go instead of having something there that's nice and hot. So the Noon's going really well at the moment, Joel. We'll leave you with a sample to go away and try, and you'll love it. Very big in the yoga industry too, because it's vegan approved, it's sports approved, it's all plant based, all organic materials which people love. Yeah.
Different flavours, as you said.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
A few different flavours.
Yep.
So people are pretty fickle about what
they are,
flavours
mate.
they want. And
everything from lemon and lime to tropical to strawberry lemonade. We've got what else? We've got orange. We've also got orange and mango, and then we've got orange and mango and lemon and lime, which comes out in a caffeinated. So for our athletes that want that little bit more kick, they can use a caffeinated one as well. So awesome. Yeah, we've got it covered.
And so, as you said, all falls under the USADA.
Yep, all approved. Yep.
Yeah, no probs. What else you got there? You got some sort of heat cream there?
Yeah, we have, mate. Look, nothing. As an Ironman triathlete myself, a pretty ordinary one, and a sports trainer and strength and conditioning coach with different teams. Currently working with Southern Beaches Rugby. Always looking for a complementary product, something that's going to benefit our athletes. And we've got this Athletes Gel. So they approached us a few months ago. We've had a look at it. We've tested it. Absolutely love it. Rubbed a little bit on your arm this morning. Straight away, the first thing he said was, "Well, I can smell it."
Yeah.
It really does work. It's waterproof, which is great. It dries as a matte finish. So as a sports trainer, I want to be able to massage my athletes and then not have to worry about alcohol, wiping, sticky spraying, and strapping over the top. You can strap straight over top, so it's beneficial there. It saves you time and money.
Yep.
And it's got the 4 ingredients. It's got the wintergreen, the capsicum, Anica, and clove in it. And it really gets in nice and deep in past that epidermal system. So athletes are loving that. We tested it for about 6 months, got the approval, and so we brought it on board as well as another product. So
I'm dead set. You put it on probably 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago. Starting to get a little bit of a burn now, which is nice.
Yep.
It's just a feel. It's more like feels like an icy type burn. It's not a real hot burn. And I'm sure if I got sweating, it would get...
Yeah, a little bit more, and it's designed to release as you get warmer and warmer, so heat activated. So, so I've been using it. Well, I've used it in one 70.3 Ironman race, and I was quite happy with it. Yeah, it was really good for my old sore knees, so very happy.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about your triathlon. So, when did you get started with triathlon? How long ago was that?
Oh, mate, 2001.
Yep.
Started in Ironman. I was an ordinary sports player, doing a bit of pre-season for footy, and I just got in it and loved it. So I did my first Ironman in 2001. Unfortunately, had a work accident at the end of 2001 and broke my back. So between 2001 and 2010, had numerous surgeries, mate, and finally had one in 2009, which was a pedicle screw fixation, where they put some rubber rods in at the L4, L5S1 and 6 55mm screws. Surgeon said, "You won't do an Ironman again, mate, but you should be able to go ride a bike or have a run here and there." And pretty much as soon as I heard the word "don't," that was a catalyst for me to say, "Right, I'm into it." And pretty much I think that was the time I met you, around 2009-10, and you were doing a few Ironmans, so we shared a few donuts and cokes on some long rides.
A couple of those. It keeps popping up on the old Facebook post, that one.
Yeah, so BP Roman territory became a popular donut stop.
Yeah.
And the rest is history, mate. I did my first Ironman after 2001 back in 2010 after surgery. And this will be my 16th now coming this May, and it'll be my 10th Australian Ironman. So get the big legend status if I finish.
Number,
so within that time, mate, I had a couple of knee recos, and the old bowed legs are still going strong, and I think that was that's sort of what brought the Aerolax on. Actually, I knew I had to have the double knee surgery.
Yeah.
I chose to run the gauntlet and get them both done at once, even though the doctor said that was the worst way to go.
Yeah.
Could only afford one lot of time off work. So that's pretty much how the Aerolax really kicked off. I needed something to get me back to work and back to training quicker as I could. That double knee surgery, 3.5 years ago was pretty much the proof in the pudding, and even my surgeon now refers the product to his clients.
Pretty much you got your stitches out and you were on, weren't you?
Yeah, I was, mate. Yeah, pretty much stitches were out. like my surgeon couldn't believe each time I went back out, there was no swelling. He's like, what are you doing? And I told him, and the rest is history.
Yeah, awesome. So you got Ironman coming up in Hawaii.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I was lucky to get a legacy spot. Like I said, I'm a bit of a hacker. I let life get in the road of training, and anyone that can qualify, through training hard and making it in their top 3 in their age group, hats off to them. I've qualified what they call a legacy program, so you've got to do 12 Ironman. Just got my email the other day to say that the dates will be confirmed in April. I know I'm going in 221, hopefully. That's what they've said.
Yeah.
So that'll be big, mate. It'll be a big expense. I'd like to go over there and, be training, pretty consistent to get there. Unfortunately, it's our winter that I've got to train through. So that's going to make things tough, mate. But yeah, looking forward to it. Excited, mate. Very, very excited to do a lap of Kona. Yeah.
For those that don't know, Kona is the World Championships. It's what every sort of Ironman dreams of to get there.
Yeah.
Mate, tough day at the office going to be. It's
Mate,
always high winds, high heat. You'll be getting some of this in here, that's for sure.
Yeah, mate, and what makes it even more easier is we start, the legacy start like about an hour and a half after everyone else. So
yeah, right.
We are going to be copping.
Yeah.
If it's going to be windy, we're going to be getting smashed by it.
I didn't know that you start an hour and a half later. So.
Yeah, it's about that, mate. About an hour and a half later. Yeah, it's a type of race I don't think I can sneak into my age group, which starts about an hour before me.
Yeah.
So, look, it's going to be a tough day, but we all get the same towel and medal at the end of the day, so I'll enjoy it and get my money's worth.
That's it. What's next for Aerolax, mate?
Mate, we're looking at a few other products. We've got a couple of products we're sampling and working with our factory at the moment. It's like a neck massager and a sort of a vibrating, I call it a glute ball for those bigger muscle areas. We're going through some final testing with those products. Yeah, we just like to put our own spin on things, or get exactly what our athletes want, as we did with our hammer gun. So yeah. Probably the next 6 months you'll probably see something like that. We're also, I don't know what I should say, but I will. We're also working on a bit of a hot and cold compression type of device. It will be more targeted probably to that elite end, but it'll be around sort of, hopefully we can get that in the market around that $3,000 mark, where the current systems on the market sort of doing that space around that $6,000 to $8,000. So yeah, look, we've got a lot of approvals and things to go through before that comes on board. But yeah, they're things that we've got in the pipeline. Looking at setting up a recovery centre. We've actually registered the business name, ready to go. I think it will probably go next year. I think I've got a little bit too much on now to launch that with my strength and conditioning degree and Kona prep, etc. to go on. But watch this space for a pretty cool recovery centre popping